So I'm talking to Dylan Ravenfox, who just premiered a work at Cantor Fitzgerald Gallery. Will you tell me a little bit about the piece and what it was like tonight for you?
Sure. Tonight went well, I think. The piece was called "To See or Not to See or Hear: The Physical Impossibility of Beauty in the Mind of Someone Living." What do you want me to say about it?
Whatever you want to say.
Whatever.
How was the evening as a whole? You don't even have to talk about your own work. You can.
Oh, great.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a lovely evening. I thought that there was a whole lot of interesting things that happened.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Just keep on running.
Okay.
It is hard once that's there to even have anything to
It really
say.
is, isn't it?
Yeah, what happens. I think in your work it's why Scott pulling apart the videotape and you chewing the paper without knowing anything about what's on that paper and knowing anything about that tape. Something about those two gestures forces me into thinking about what it is. And each one presents a solution to a problem that clearly is not meant to be taken literally. You don't solve the problem of mediation through destroying media. You don't solve the problem of mass murder and useless suffering by eating the document that tells you about it. And yet, as figures for a solution of some kind, we're compelled by having to think through those as metaphors.
The thing that I think I like most about this, the setup, the projections that happen in this space are the way in which they force the viewer to become so aware, of course, of their own participation in the piece, but the way in which bodies stand between the projections and the surfaces upon which those projections land, that was so interesting to me, and the notion of projecting on a wall versus projecting on a body. And I've loved the way that the bodies become part of the art. One thing that I haven't told you yet about the piece is that the Yeats. What I think about, and when I think about Yeats, and of course this is, maybe everybody doesn't always, but working within a medium, or even existing through a medium, which is that you would like to protest? That the medium through which you exist oppresses you. And Yeats writes in English, and he's Irish, right? And so this notion that the very language that I have available to me is a product of the powers that I feel most pain in relation to.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna break off. Bye guys, can you say good night, please?
Goodbye. Thank you.
Now that you left, I feel that I have so much to tell you.